Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're re-journeying back in time to one of the most iconic and mysterious ancient cities in the world, Chichén Itzá, located in Mexico's Yucatán Peninsula. This magnificent site was once the heart of the Maya civilization. But how did it rise to such prominence, and what secrets do its stone structures hold? Grab your explorer's hat, because we're about to uncover the fascinating history of Chichén Itzá. Our story begins around the year 600 AD, during what historians call the late classic period of Maya history. This is when the first settlements at Chichén Itzá likely began to take shape. The name itself, Chichén Itzá, means at the mouth of the well of the Itzá. This name is incredibly significant. The Yucatan is a limestone plain with very few surface rivers. Life depended on natural sinkholes called cenotes, which provided access to groundwater. Chichén Itzá was strategically built near two large cenotes, including the famous sacred cenote. This reliable water source made it a prime location for a thriving city. The early architecture in the southern part of the site, often called Old Chichén, shows a distinct style known as puque, which is common in the Maya cities of the Yucatan. Buildings like the nunnery, the church, and the House of the Snail are beautiful examples of this intricate, mosaic-like stonework. For several centuries, Chichén Itzá grew as a regional power, but it was still one among many important Maya cities. Then, something changed. Around the 10th century, a new wave of influence swept through the city, transforming it completely. This is when Chichén Itzá truly entered its golden age. The city expanded dramatically, and a new, grander architectural style emerged. This new style blended traditional Maya designs with influences from the Toltec people of central Mexico. This has led to a lot of debate among historians. Did the Toltecs conquer Chichén Itzá? Did a group of Maya who had lived among the Toltecs return? Or was it simply a powerful cultural exchange through trade and alliance? Whatever the exact cause, the result was breathtaking. This is the period when the most famous structures we see today were built. The centerpiece, of course, is the magnificent pyramid known as El Castillo, or the Temple of Kukulcán. This step pyramid is an architectural marvel and a giant stone calendar. Each of its 4 stairways has 91 steps. If you multiply 91 by 4 and add the single step of the top platform, you get 365, the number of days in a solar year. Even more incredible is what happens during the spring and fall equinoxes. As the sun sets, the shadows cast by the pyramid's corners create the illusion of a massive serpent slithering down the northern staircase, its body joining a stone serpent head at the base. This represents the feathered serpent deity Kukulcán, known as Quetzalcoatl to the Toltecs. Thousands of people still gather every year to witness this incredible spectacle, a testament to the astronomical and mathematical genius of its builders. But El Castillo isn't the only wonder. Nearby is the Great Ball Court, the largest of its kind in ancient Mesoamerica. It's huge, longer than a modern football field. The game played here, called Poke-Topoke, was more than just a sport. It was a ritual with deep cosmic and political significance. Players would try to hit a solid rubber ball through high stone hoops, using only their hips, knees, and elbows. The acoustics in the court are so perfect that a whisper at one end can be clearly heard at the other, over 500 feet away. The carvings on the walls depict scenes from the game, suggesting it could have life or death consequences for the players. Then, there's the Temple of the Warriors, a massive complex surrounded by hundreds of carved columns, known as the Group of 1,000 Columns. Each column is carved with the likeness of a Toltec warrior, standing in silent formation, as if guarding the temple. This area served as a large assembly hall, and was likely the stage for important ceremonies. Atop the temple rests a unique statue known as a chacmul, a reclining figure holding a bowl on its stomach, believed to have been used for offerings. Let's not forget the sacred cenote I mentioned earlier. This wasn't the city's drinking water source. It was a place of pilgrimage and ritual. For centuries, the Maya considered it a gateway to the underworld and a home for the rain god, Choc. Archaeological dredging of the cenote in the early 20th century brought up an incredible treasure trove: gold, jade, pottery, incense, and even human remains. These findings confirmed that valuable objects and people were offered as sacrifices to the gods in times of drought or crisis. a solemn practice to ensure the community's survival. Another fascinating structure is El Caracol, or the snail. This round building served as an astronomical observatory. Its windows and doorways are precisely aligned to track the movements of the sun, moon, and especially Venus. The Maya had an incredibly sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Their calendars were more accurate than the ones used in Europe at the time, and observatories like El Caracol were crucial for everything from agriculture and religion to warfare. So, with all this power, wealth, and knowledge, what happened to Chichén Itzá? Why was this bustling metropolis eventually abandoned? The decline is as mysterious as its rise. By around 1250 AD, the city's power began to wane. There's no clear evidence of a massive invasion or a single catastrophic event. Instead, it seems the political and economic center of the Yucatán shifted. A new power, the city of Mayopan, rose to dominance, and it appears many of Chichén Itzá's elite families moved there. Chichén Itzá was never completely deserted. It remained a sacred site and a place of pilgrimage for the Maya people for centuries after its political collapse. Though, when the Spanish arrived in the 16th century, they found the city largely reclaimed by the jungle, but its legends lived on. It was until the 19th century that explorers like John Lloyd Stephens and Frederick Catherwood brought the wonders of Chichén Itzá to the world's attention with their detailed writings and stunning illustrations. In the 20th century, extensive archaeological work began, unearthing and restoring the city to its former glory. In Ijo Barbar, Chichén Itzá was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its immense cultural importance. And in 2007, it was voted as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, cementing its place as a global icon. Today, Chichén Itzá is one of the most visited archaeological sites in Mexico, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to marvel at its grandeur and ponder its mysteries. It stands as a powerful reminder of the ingenuity, artistry, and deep spiritual beliefs of the Maya civilization. Tips: a place where history is not just written in books, but is carved in stone, aligned with the stars, and echoes in the whispers of the wind across the Great Ball Court. From a humble settlement by a sacred well to a sprawling cosmopolitan capital, the story of Chichén Itzá is a captivating tale of rise, transformation, and legacy. It teaches us about the complex interplay of culture, religion, science, and power that shaped one of the ancient world's greatest civilizations. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through the history of Chichén Itzá. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more adventures into the past. Let me know in the comments which ancient site you'd like to see us explore next. Until then, keep exploring,